bring you my major project for the May kit for Auntie Vera Scrap and Craft. Today I am going to show you a shadow box, how to make your own shadow box out of just 12 by 12 paper. You can choose to use cardstock or you can choose to use pattern paper. Either way works. I've done it with both. Now I'm actually not going to do the whole thing with you. I found a great tutorial and I'm going to link it below. It's from Split Coast Stampers, and those girls are just absolutely fabulous. There's no way I can do better than them. So their tutorial is there. They have a written tutorial and they've also got a video on how they did it. So basically I'm just going to send you there. That's the one I found and that's the one I followed. So just really quickly, this is how the template looks when you cut it up. So basically you're coming in 1/4 of an inch all the way around. Then you're gonna come in just another 1/4 of an inch up to one mark here. And then you're gonna do this down to the second, over to the third, and then down to the fourth. So like I said, it just takes a little bit of getting used to, but you end up with scraps that look like this on either side. Yeah, it took me I did a few goes just to get used to it, but it's actually really easy once you get the hang of it. And so once you get this formation, it's really quite easy. All you end up doing is just scoring along your score lines, and then you've basically got a box on either side, just like that. And then all you have to do is just get your, so that tucks in, and then that one goes there, and then you stick it down with double-sided tape. You just have to make sure that 2 sides are stuck down first, and then this last one gets stuck down last, because that covers in it does this lovely overlapping here like this. So you stick that down with double-sided tape, make sure that that overlaps there. Same here, double-sided tape, and then make sure that this overlaps here. Now, I struggled with having these gaping, and how I ended up taking care of the gaping on the sides here was I ended up using 3D foam squares, and I just put them on the corner there, so as it came down it closed it here. But you'll see what I mean when you come to do it yourself. It comes really easy. All you do is double-sided tape here and you just press it down. And yeah, just the gaping here I didn't like so much, so I added a foam dot there, and that worked perfectly. So you go from something like this to something like this. So here's what I mean about the gaping. I tried using just this quick dry Scotch adhesive. It didn't do very good. So that corner is a little bit mushed up, but the rest are working okay with the 3D foam squares. So from there, I did end up going to something that looks like this, and it's really so pretty. So I ended up using the High Tea collection from Craft. If you saw some of my earlier tutorials, I did 2. I did one where I used the High Tea stamp set, which is this one over here. And I paper pieced and I stamped that onto the papers, and I cut them out and did like a layered I guess embellishment there. So that one's that one there, using this stamp set. I also used this Sizzix Spellbinders gorgeous, I love this die, it's really good. I found some sparkly paper, or actually this is sparkly foam, and came up with the cutest cakes. Seriously, like just had a lot of fun with that. You can do paper piecing with that too, or you can you know, do each layer with the Nouveau drops. I was going to do that, but ran out of time. And then the other thing I did was I did beautiful handmade donuts, and I have a tutorial for how I made these, and I will link that below. So basically, it was really easy. I just used 7x7 on the inside here, and then I put a doily, I put some of the cut aparts here, and then some of the handmade embellishments that I made, and it was finished. Another one that I did here, and if you look at just the difference between these two, the paper that I used here, was oh so beautiful. So I felt like I didn't want to touch it. I didn't want to add anything to the frame here. Whereas here I just used like paper that I had from before. It's I can't remember what this collection was, but it's got this glitter in it. I wanted to decorate each of the edges, and I wanted to have this flower trail going down into the feathers and the prima and a doily. And I used, there was one of the pages had like borders, and so I cut that out and just made like a statement, and then used this beautiful teacup here as the central kind of focus. I also grabbed one of these are gorgeous. So the stickers from Seven Gypsies, this was so beautiful. I love these. This is probably one of my favorite things in the May kit. So I used one of them here, and some prima, and these are flowers I had myself, and then some of the feathers. Like if you haven't crafted with feathers before, they're gorgeous. They really do make just give you a little bit of extra texture and a little bit of movement, and just looks so soft and very pretty. And here's another one that I did here. I love this one. I put a photo in the frame. So you could choose to have it either, you know, no photo and just make a statement, or you can actually use it as a photo frame. And so here, this is just a photo of my mom when she was a little girl. What did I do here? So the paper here, this is on the paper itself. This comes from Kaiser Craft's High Tea collection. I put a doily underneath, and then I also used a stencil and some of this creative medium. It's called creative, so gold metallic creative medium, and it just gives this beautiful added like luster and texture, and it's just really nice. And I had some of these ribbon roses, so I put these down from my stash, and this is lace from my stash. But other than that, I used the prima here from the May kit, and the beautiful feathers from the May kit. And this is just one of my be your own kind of beautiful, another border strip that I found from another piece of paper, which I added, and I thought it went really well with, you know, a little girl. And I did add a little bit of purple polka ribbon here underneath it with another bit of lace there. I just feel like you need to add lace to this paper. Lace and doily and feathers and flowers. It's oh so feminine. Like I'm so in love with this whole theme this month. So really love how that turned out. The last thing I wanted to show you, and this is actually the tutorial that I watched from Split Coast Stampers. They actually had a shadow box card, and this was actually the first one that I did. You have to cut your papers, your 12 by 12 down to a certain... So this is actually one of the first ones that I did. If you go to that Split Coast Stampers tutorial that I put the link down to below, you'll actually find that this is actually the project that they make. And so I love this one so much because it's actually a card, and so the front bit you know, opens up like this so you can see what's in the shadow box, but also on the back here, you could also cover this up with pretty paper, and then you can put your note, your message to whoever you're sending the card to. So I love this. I really can't wait to make some more. I feel like I want to put some gorgeous girls in there as well. So one of the mini ones would go perfect in there, and do a little scene behind her with like trees or something like that. This project, I've been wanting to do shadow boxes for quite a long time, and I always thought that they were really hard, but no, they're not, you know, they're not. So I hope you do give shadow boxes a go. It is so much fun. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in my next video.